Good day, everybody. Welcome to today's video. It's Dre for BackCountry Wrenching, and today's video we're going to be continually pulling out the transmission out of my LS swapped TJ. I got a 4L60E on there. The bulk of the work's done. Got the transfer case out. A lot of the wiring's disconnected. The linkage. Got some transmission lines disconnect. Trace a vacuum line or a vent line, and see how accessible those top bolts are going to be. I got one bolt on the driver's side, which is going to be an issue to deal with. Got to try to find a workaround with that and modify the jack stand or transmission jack adapter for my lift. And yeah, let's get this video started. So I changed my mind about pulling the wiring harness to the front. I'm just going to tie it off underneath. Used to stand on blocks of wood, but this little stool I got, good old power fist, sure makes things nice for working on. Stand on top, it gives me lots of access now. I only got one, so I have dunnage on the other side. So right now, I'm probably less than an hour away from getting the transmission pulled, except I'm just not quite ready yet. Got my transmission jack adapter I got from Princess Auto. I got to modify for my jack. So we're going to take this outside. I'm going to cut this nub off, grind it down, grab the plasma cutter, cut a hole, and hopefully that should be good. So basically, I'm just cutting that insert out. Alright. I don't know how many amps I'm going to need. 30 amps maybe. Gotta turn down the air pressure until we're in the green. Let's see what happens. Close. Just got to use a die grinder now to finish it off. Got it all die grinded out so I can fit that plug from the jack in there. Fits in there all right. Now, I got that part disconnected, that rod, and I can remove that snap ring, and I can pull that shaft out, and then I'll be able to mount it on my jack. At least they made this easy. You can disassemble it. There you have it. Took like 20 minutes of work. Set this up. Now I'm ready to fit it up underneath my transmission. And then we can get this apart and good to go. Welcome everybody. For me, it's another set of days off. We're going to continue getting this transmission out. I was waiting on some parts. So those parts came in. So now there's no excuses on why it's taking me so long to get this out. Ordered a new dipstick for the engine because I have a billet one in there now and it's not for that oil pan I replaced. And since the back's coming off, I got an oil gallery diverter. There's way cheaper ones on Amazon that I could have got, but for the amount of time and effort it's taken to get this apart, I'm not going to mess around. To make this job easier, especially if you're pulling the transmission, get all the wiring I'm going to start tying as much of it off as I can, out of the way, be less of a hassle. Wires are zip tied out. Try to get up there. I got that top bolt out, the next one down, the one in where the pinch rail's out. Those are the 3 hardest. Made it work. The Milwaukee 3/8 is too weak. Well, I lost my light. Have to bust out the snap-on 3/8, and that's what made that thing, all those bolts come out, because I had to use a super long extension here to make it happen. But those are the hardest bolts. I'm going to clean up a little bit, and I'm going to get ready to get the transmission jack underneath tomorrow morning and yard this thing out of here. Oh, I just got a little small fire going. It's hard to believe that last week, or not even last week, a few days ago, it was pouring rain here. So my wood that I had cut up to start a fire got soaked. So now I'm just gonna burn all this small stuff. Well, it's the moment of truth right now. Gonna get ready, pull the transmission out right away. But first, gonna have a little chat. Something that's kind of been on my mind all day. Do you guys ever have dreams where they're so real and you wake up and you like wonder what the hell just happened? So last night in my dream, I'm standing out on my back deck and I'm looking out towards the field behind me. And the sky was the darkest sky I've ever seen. There was this big, massive storm that was coming in. And there was a voice that said, "There's a big storm coming." And I'm looking at it, and you know, those summertime storms where you can definitely smell the rain in the air. But anyways, I started to ascend to wake up out of my dream. Then all of a sudden my dream started pulling me back down. Then all of a sudden I woke up. And even though I woke up, it still felt like I smelt the rain in my room. That was so bizarre. That was so crazy bizarre dream. It's just been like on my mind all day. I have no idea what it means or if it means anything, but yeah, it's kind of like my story for right now. This here is going to be another story in itself. This is the transmission jack adapter I got from PA, and right now I'm going to remove the bolt for the jack because it makes it shorter so I can get it underneath my Jeep. And now I'm going to get this underneath, fit it up, and we're going to see what happens. Getting things all ready. I just put that air jack underneath the oil pan to kind of help support the engine when transmission comes off. There's the transmission adapter on my jack. Just got to pull this cross member out and then pull those bolts out. We should be good. Well, I got 2 bolts, and hopefully I can just slide this thing out of there. Guess it's just not going to slide out that easy.
using my pry bar here to gently lift her away. Yeah, I'm free now. I'm free. Wasn't sure if they're coming out or not. I guess they are. That Loctite sure held her in good. It's coming. I got a bolt in there. Okay. She is. Gotta be careful because I don't want to bend this flex plate. There we go. There we go. So here's the back of it. Everything is just soaked in the rear here. Does look like it's leaking out of the bottom seal there. I was kind of concerned about the camshaft O-ring because that can leak in this gallery right here, but this gallery is quite deep, and if it was leaking oil it would be quite filled up. There's a little bit of oil up in there for sure, but if it was pissing out it would be right full in there. So, but it looks like, put the light back on, it looks like oil has been coming out of everywhere almost. One last thing I'm gonna do is drain the oil. All I got are coolant jugs that I cleaned out with brake cleaner, so it is what it is. That's a long crank, in case anybody's curious. Long cranks came out in the early 2000s, and they were available with the manual transmission or a 4L80. That's why with the 4L60 I had to machine a 1/4 inch off that snout and weld the cap on there and modify the flex plate to make it work. Okay, well, that's going to be it for this video. I've been experimenting, filming with the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which I got right here, but right now it's motherfucking beer time. Mount Begbie Brewing, Tall Timber Ale, 5.2%. This is actually a really good beer.
Shut her down. Cheers, everybody. Motherfucking beer time. Transmission's out. There's a few things I want to modify before I put it back in case if I ever have to take this out again. Once you figure out how to do something once, the second time it'll be a lot easier because you know exactly what you have to do instead of monkeying around trying to figure out crap. But I'm glad the transmission's out. I identified the problem. Looks like that whole rear engine cover is leaking, and the camshaft oil sensor doesn't appear like it's spewing out oil. Otherwise, that top of the gallery where I put my fingers would have been completely filled with oil, but it's not. Anyways, cheers, everybody. Next video, we're going to put that alignment tool in. I bought this kit because you never know, front and rear seal. But of course, I bought a whole new cover, which has a seal installed, so that tool's not going to help us in this situation. But it is going to help me to see just how far out that seal really was, because this thing started leaking pretty much from day one, and over time it's just continually gotten worse and worse and worse. I haven't got the cover off yet, but I wonder too if oil's getting past that barbell and spraying past the cover as well. Anyways, I won't know till I get her off. Anyways, cheers, everybody. I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.